Hello, everyone. Today is um, Tuesday, May 28th, 2024 at 10:24 a.m. in the morning. So originally I was supposed to be checking out in a little bit over 30 minutes from now, but thankfully I had enough extra help with two more hotel nights, and thankfully breakfast is included. So I will have to try. I have enough funds to try to see about how I can um ration the next couple of meals aside from breakfast, within the next couple of days. So um yesterday I checked into here. I had to wait until 3 o'clock. I got here right, but just about 2:30, and I had to wait until 3 o'clock. Um, I was sitting on a little sofa waiting around for 3 o'clock, and then when I tried to stand up off of the sofa, excuse me, they make my nose itch. When I stood up, um, I feel sad because my jar of coconut oil um, spilled. I mean, it broke and spilled on the floor. But I'm glad I didn't get any trouble or anything. Because like when I stood up, it the jar popped up off the side of my backpack, and it caught me by surprise, and and you know fell. But they told me it was no issue. I mean, of course, it was unintentional. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't even realize it caught me off guard. But anyway, they said it was no problem. Um, and then I, checked in and went into the room, you know. But I've been carrying that around for, I don't even know, a couple of months or so. And that was the first time you know, I didn't know it was going to happen. But anyway, um, next time maybe I should buy the coconut oil in a plastic jar and not the glass jar. So, well, I went into the room, and I was given a room number with occultic numbers or Masonic numbers. But I'm thankful and glad to have a doggone room. And, I know they did that shit on purpose. But, like, I didn't even, I made a conscious decision to not even let my clothes touch the bed. And then one of the first things I did was, get in the tub and shower before anything. Well, I mean, I sanitized certain things in the room, and then like I usually do, I start to check everything, see if everything's okay, see if the room is okay, and if not, then go downstairs and say whatever I need. But this time, thankfully, I didn't have to do that. Everything seemed okay and normal, so I didn't have to go back downstairs this time. So I mean, the room was okay. The only thing is just the doggone numbers. But I went to take my shower. I mean, first I sanitized, like even though they cleaned the toilet and stuff, I extra sanitized the toilet. Try to sanitize the sink, you know, sanitizing certain other things, and you know, and I took a shower, a hot shower too. And and then I checked my messages and uploaded some of the rest of the videos. And I tried to not upload everything all at once, you know, to try to not bombard y'all with so much or clog up your timelines or whatever, you know. I know I had a lot yesterday and I think the day before. A lot of craziness. But then, like yesterday, well, I had, well, I mean, I went to the coffee shop and I had kind of a frustrating experience. I didn't even, I wasn't sure yesterday, what will be open. So, um, I went to the coffee shop and I told y'all, you know, when I was doing my perp walk, I told y'all the frustrating experience that I had. Then I showed y'all the video of that perp. You know, he wasn't perping with the red yesterday, but he was doing perp activity. But he was perping with the red this past Friday and the first time I saw him. You know, but he was by himself yesterday and it was during the day. You know, but good thing that motherfucker didn't stay around for too long, you know. So I'm not gonna say by who, but I was invited to go inside the river walk, um, to get out of the heat and stuff. But um, I didn't stay very long. You know, I just minded my business. Even though I saw a little bit of perp activity and weirdness, but I minded my business and just went to eat lunch. And then, you know, I ate lunch, excuse me, and then I just got out and came over here. You know, I had to stand at the bus stop for a little while. So, it was freaking windy yesterday afternoon. It was frustrating me. So yesterday morning, at that coffee shop, it was quite expensive. You know, but like I try to strive to consume, you know, healthier. It's hard. It's really hard with not having much money and then trying to eat healthier or trying to consume healthier food or whatever. Like they had this little pastry that had some boudin meat, like um, boudin is like a Cajun or French sausage with that has like meat and rice, meat mixed with rice or whatever. And it was like a pastry with boudin and egg in it. And then I had like this little thing of oatmeal and some juice that had like turmeric, ginger, carrot, and apple. Um, I consumed that and I still wasn't even full, you know, and that costed me like almost $20. But I had an extra $1 from panhandling, you know. So, but thankfully I was glad to eat healthier. And then the I mean, so I still felt hungry and didn't want to, couldn't afford to, didn't have the funds to spend extra. So I was trying to make sure I still had enough for the hotel, you know, the hotel room. And then I consumed a couple of spoonfuls of coconut oil, and that helped level things out and helped me feel more full. And I had the frustrating experience, and then, but I'm glad I got compensated. But then I went to, you know, sit down for a while. I thought I was gonna get to take a nap. I was so sit outside and take a nap. I was so freaking tired, and I knew it was forecasted to be so hot, but I personally didn't feel overheated. But I just found out that I found out just a few minutes ago before getting on this video I found out that the Terrytown Library, in which I never been there before, the Terrytown Library and the library I think in River Ridge, were open as cooling centers. And I'm like, well, I thought the libraries were all closed for the holidays, and I just found out belated news. But I mean, thankfully other places was open during the holiday, and I was afraid that I knew that the libraries were closed, and I guess post offices and everything, but I thought the malls would be closed. I wasn't sure what would be open, for Memorial Day. So the Riverwalk was open, and I haven't been going there I mean, I used to go there like every day, but now I don't go there that much, you know, especially with the online perps taunting and harassing me, talking about, oh yeah, we're going to get you banned from the Riverwalk, or we're going to make sure you're banned from the Riverwalk, and stuff like that. And I thought I was, but they're like, no, you're not. So, but I try to, I guess I got to, try to walk on thin ice, you know. So, they nearly succeeded at getting me wrongfully banned from the libraries and thought the shit was funny. And because they lied, and they got me wrongfully banned from the airport, you know, and so I, just went and got me a child's plate, because, well, that was all I had the money for. And then after a while, that was all I was hungry for anyway. A child's small plate of Chinese food. It was just like bourbon chicken and some fried rice. It was $7, and I was thirsty. I mean, I got me some lemonade too, And so I just sat down and minded my business and just ate and wasted no time. Once I got up, maybe I lingered around a little bit, but I got up and I figured that, I left at 1:20 in the afternoon because I figured my legs being swollen and me having to be more careful, I knew it was going to take me longer than a normal walk. If my legs weren't swollen, then I could, normally just walk like normal and walk much faster. So I knew it was going to take extra time. So I walked my way out of there, and then I, walked to the bus stop, waited for the bus, got across the river, and then, yeah, so I don't know if it was after 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Actually, after my shower, it was 4 something, and I started to doze off and try to fight to stay awake. And then, excuse me, it was after 5 o'clock, sometime after 5 o'clock, I dozed off and fell asleep. And lo and behold, I woke up. I may have awakened. I probably woke up sometime before then, maybe around 7 or 8. I don't remember, or maybe even 6 something, and I don't remember. But I slept, and then I woke up, and it was before midnight. I thought it was probably 11:40 something, and so I had no dinner last night, or I didn't have dinner last night. I was just asleep, much needed sleep, because I had been deprived. And it took several hours for my body to start, draining my legs and stuff, to drain the doggone excessive fluid, and I still got more. My legs are still swollen. So, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. So, So then oh yeah, I think I did linger around for a while because I watched a few YouTube videos and I tried hard to not be frustrated at Trisha making up lies on me and stuff like that, you know. Um, I mean, I tried whatever I could to not get frustrated, knowing the type of person she is and stuff, you know. And say, I'm just gonna, you know, keep trying to stay the hell away from her, both online and in person, you know. So, so then, I mean, it's very hard because it really got underneath my skin, but I know that nothing she says is true. And so, then, so I mean, this morning, um, I kept waking up and going back to sleep, but throughout the middle of the night, I went to use the bathroom a few times, and the leg swelling went down. I'll say like 25%, and so, well, what looked like probably 25%. So my legs are still swollen. The pain is feeling a little bit better. When I woke up this morning, my hips were hurting, you know, but I dragged myself out of bed. It was so hard to try to get out of bed, and I was in pain. And they did the dream manipulation on me, excuse me, a few times, and I don't remember all the dreams that I had, but one of the dreams, I had this weird dream. The biological nephew John, the older sister Belinda's son. I had a weird dream that I had this weird dream that I booked a hotel. I never stayed. Did I? I don't think I ever stayed in a hotel in Milwaukee in 2005 after Hurricane Katrina. But in the dream, I had this weird dream that I went, and I don't even be having dreams about Milwaukee. And don't have I don't have any desire to want to go back to Milwaukee. So I had this weird dream that I booked, like, because I cannot afford to, and I could never afford to stay in a Holiday Inn hotel, you know, even the Holiday Inn Express. Last time I stayed in any Holiday Inns that I can recall I was still in foster care, and you know, but and lately the fake Darnell Williams Perk and Jessica Ricketts Wholeness, they both had you know, made fake bad Google reviews and slandered me and lied on me with fake bad Google reviews to you know, to the place. You're supposed to review the business, not a customer staying there with the Google reviews. But they make fake bad Google reviews, and they it's like they're desperate to smear, campaign, and lie, tell their lies wherever they can, just like what cult people do. So, because they are a cult. So they they recently made false rumors, lying and saying I was staying at the Holiday Inn. I could never afford to stay there, and I mean, like, as an adult, I don't recall ever, like, I know for a fact that anywhere past 2007 at least, I had never ever 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 stayed at a Holiday Inn, ever at all. So even in 2019, 20, even in Pensacola, never checked into as a guest any Holiday Inn. So, I mean, I've tried to get jobs at the Holiday Inn at Pensacola Beach twice, I think. And those bastards refused to hire me to work. So, and so then, yeah, so I had this weird dream that that and lately the fake Darnell Williams perp been harassing me and falsely accusing me of staying at the Holiday Inn, and I never did. I mean, I had not, the last time I remember staying at any Holiday Inn hotel, and it was a Holiday Inn Express, and it was my senior year in high school. No, was I a senior or a junior? I think a senior. No, no, wait, no. Yeah, I was. It was my senior year in high school, and we went to. We were supposed to march in the parades for the presidential inauguration, for Bush inauguration, but they said that we lost our ROTC and lost the competition. And they say Grambling beat us, but then they still gave us how the hell they had high schools competing against college with ROTC? That's not fair, or not a fair fight. But anyway, but they said that Grambling University beat us, so then but they gave us the privilege to still go on that trip, and we stayed in a Holiday Inn Express over there. And so, yeah, I remember. And we were still kids. It was before I graduated. It was that same year that I graduated. You know. And 2 days ago was the anniversary of my high school graduation. Yeah, I think it had been 23 years. And so then, so yeah, I graduated from high school 23 years ago. And so I had this dream that I went to, that I checked into. I don't even know if they have a Holiday Inn in Milwaukee. I haven't even checked. But in the dream, I was traveled to Milwaukee and was supposed to have checked into a Holiday Inn hotel in Milwaukee. And then I checked into a Holiday Inn hotel in Milwaukee, and then and then when I checked into the hotel, it turned into an apartment, and a junky, raggedy apartment too. And in a dream, it seemed like as if I checked into a hotel and paid for it just to end up staying with the biological nephew John, and I hate that term, baby mama Riri. But John was nowhere in the dream, and Riri and I think the kids were in the dream. Excuse me. And they had this other guy that was in the doggone dream. And then towards the end of the dream, my twin sister was perping with the red shirt, but she pretended to be fake nice in the dream. And in the dream, we were on good terms and getting along. But in the dream, she hugged me, smiled and hugged me, and then it seemed like as if she vomited through both her nose and her mouth in the dream. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I woke up, and I woke up really confused, because when you have a dream and then you wake up confused because you felt like with the dream you thought you were really experiencing it. Excuse me. So then I got up to use the bathroom, then went back to sleep, and had some more small little dreams here and there that I don't remember. But I had another dream that I'm not gonna say where, but one of the places that I was recently wrongfully banned from. One of the places. And then in the dream, I saw a homeless female with a grocery buggy, and she had a child with her, and they were hiding. And I'm like, well, how come it's not trespassing for her to sleep there, but it's trespassing if I sleep there? Or I was wrongfully trespassed, but they're not going to trespass her. you know, but, and then I had some other weird stuff going on in the dream I don't remember, but, I can't remember everything, but, yeah, I think I originally woke up at 4 something this morning and then kept waking up like every hour or so. Um, but kept falling asleep and then waking back up. But I think I finally got up. It was probably after 8 o'clock or after 8:15 or something, and then you know, got breakfast, renewed the couple of more nights, and then came back up here. Um, and then after I came back up in here, I was surprised that I had the physical energy enough to hand wash everything except this, my hoodie. But I hand washed my pants, my underclothes, and my shirt with the lavender oil soap, you know, and I tried as best as I could to hand wash and make sure everything was clean, and I letting my clothes air dry, you know. So no way in hell could I hand wash this big hoodie right here. But I keep sanitizing and spraying, you know. So, I mean, and I took another shower this morning too. Like right after I got done hand washing my clothes, I took another shower. And so I'm trying whatever I could do, with I mean, I'm trying whatever I could do with self-care, but it's like, how can I shave my legs if my legs are so swollen that I can't even sit down in the tub? Yesterday I damn sure couldn't, but today, sitting down in the tub, it was a struggle, you know. But um, and I didn't even really itch that much yesterday, really, if any itching, it might have been leftover mosquito or possibly leftover flea bites, but nothing actively biting me last night, you know. So, and as I said, I keep spraying and sanitizing, um, and I feel like I definitely need a solution to keep mosquitoes off of me at night when I have to be out on the streets. But a lot of people got their own so-called opinions on my swollen leg situation, and on my swollen leg situation, and you know, but targeted individuals that are not homeless, they said that they deal with they showed me pictures, or of their swollen legs and stuff too, and they say it's from the EMF or the directed energy weapons and stuff like that, that's swelling people up, even the skinny targeted individuals. So, people keep telling me go to the hospital, but the TI community say stay out of the hospital and don't trust the hospitals. I mean, the past couple of times I went to the doggone hospital, they didn't really do much or nothing. So, and then I end up having to pay hospital bills that I can't freaking afford. So, I heard that there was a person in the, I don't know how long ago it was, but I recently found out today that someone in the TI community named Adam Garcia, that he passed away. So if y'all can keep him in your thoughts, I offer my condolences to his family and stuff like that. They say he left behind a 5-year-old child. And I don't know how he died, if he died through direct energy weapons, or if they covertly murdered him, or was it a ritual sacrifice, you know, or was it a gang stalking setup, you know, so, but I really feel like, I mean, like, it really feel like that the perps are trying to speed up my death. They are not shy about what it's like they tell me exactly everything that they're doing or what they want from me, but then they hide their faces, they hide their names, but they think they're so tough and bold. So, I do have some proof and evidence of what Trisha did to me 2 years ago. And this is one of the reasons why I cannot trust to stay by anybody. And some people say that if you are a handler, then a handler has never been targeted. Or like a handler or a groomer or whatever. And Trisha was trying to butter me up and trying to groom me. And yes, she was. And everything she did to me, she reversed it on me and lied and said I did to her, just like my twin sister. I wonder why they quit talking. And then she would call herself Bluffy the Narc Slayer when she's abusive and narcissistic. And she's way younger than me and thinks she got a fake power and authority over me. And she, like, the video that I saw yesterday, that she was, bullying, harassing, and threatening me and making up lies, and then lied on me and said that I was slandering her, when she knows damn well I was telling the truth, and she felt threatened. And when Trisha pretended to be fake nice, I had 6 people that I thought would support, and was warning me against Trisha. And then, and when I was by Trisha's house, I kept on having nightmares about death. And I mean, I don't even feel like telling a story again. I don't even feel like telling a story again, or telling a story all over, like, telling a story all over again about what she put me through. But stuff didn't seem right and it didn't feel right. But I know what I went through. But, she also ran along with the narrative of what the regular perps were trying to falsely say about me. And she joined them with the harassment and perping and everything. And no, I'm not gonna let somebody younger than me try to be my handler. In fact, I don't want anybody trying to be my fucking handler. You don't have a right or authority to be nobody's handler, and you working for the devil. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and none of y'all are my handler. So, I mean, like, because of me using like natural soap, Trisha lied on me and falsely accused me of wanting status and wanting to live in luxury, copying off of my twin sister and them. Like, she will pretend to be fake holy and do fake videos of mixing Christianity and pretending to speak against Freemasons. She would pretend to speak against Freemasons while mixing Christianity with New Age, devil worship, and witchcraft. And trying to get all damn confusing. Like, and I'm mad at myself for not following through with my gut instinct that something seemed spiritually off about her, or something didn't feel right, or something didn't seem right. Like, the moment she showed me, I mean, I saw the first video of her, the first two videos she didn't show her face, and then afterwards she started doing videos showing her face, and when I saw her, it's like something troubled and bothered my spirit. And then the weird stuff that she was saying and stuff. And I just, and she tried to love bomb and butter me up and everything like that. And she was like, dealing with her was kind of like dealing with what I went through with Lisa Ruby, except she didn't try to do this fake deliverance ministry stuff on me like Lisa Ruby was doing. But Trisha, if she does all this wicked stuff and pretending to be Christian, and then making like she was warning against other wicked people, and pretend she's the good one. So like, when she hides behind her fake Trisha Jerome account on YouTube, that's when she has. Last I knew, she had no videos on that channel. And that's the channel she uses to make bullying comments and stuff like that. But on her fake Bluffy the Narc Slayer, she pretends to be goodly and pretend to be fake righteous. But for you to talk about the Lord showing you my demise, when you did me evil, you perped me, you threw up devil horns hand signs. And then, and she would use emojis with 666 satanic AOK hand sign. But in person, she threw up the devil horns, caught me off guard, while pretending to talk about the Lord. And then talking, and like as if she was reading my mind, because I'm sitting here thinking that she's perping me and she think I'm slow, and I'm sitting here thinking, because I'm not stupid. The moment I thought in my head, I'm not stupid, she flashed the devil horns and said, I'm not stupid. I'm like, what? I mean, she burns black incense, and she was using this feminine product called Honey Pot. She lied on me and said I never showered at her house. I was days of sleep deprived, and I showered twice over there. But her bathroom and stuff was like dirty and made me feel uncomfortable. And I think I remember the light didn't work in the bathroom or something like that. I don't remember. And then she will try to pretend that she's going through this persecution and stuff like that too. But that website that exposes how they manipulate CIs to turn perps, that's one of the main goals. That website said that that a person that's a groomer or a handler has, well, he didn't use the word groomer, but a person that's a handler has never been targeted. So, but so yeah, like I don't have funds to eat 3 meals today, but I had breakfast, and then I mean, I guess I have. I mean, try to find a way because like now I have no cash, but $18.42 in the bank, and need to try to figure out. Um, I don't know if my pants will be dry by dinner time. Um, I don't know if my pants will be dry by dinner time, or my shirt probably will be dry, but I don't know if my pants will be dry by dinner time. But I don't. I mean, I feel like I need a break and need rest. Um, you know, too tired to even go out anywhere. But I would have to try to go someplace where I can get a plate of food for $5 or something like that. I'm surprised in this economy, it's hard to find, but I'm surprised in this economy that they still have where you can get a plate of food for $5. Um, you know, but I have to go far. Well, not too far, but I have to go a distance. Maybe not, but I was trying to not have a burger and fries and just have like, even if it's some just beans, rice, and sausage. Um, but yeah, um, but my body is telling me I'm still tired and I probably need more sleep. Um, but if not, otherwise, I would like to work on more short stories to write. Um, so that will be work. So I have enough, you know, until I check out until Thursday morning, and then it's supposed to rain mostly all week. And then, well, I was not trying to show the red C on my shirt, but yeah, it wasn't until I got this hoodie, and like when I got it, all I saw was black hoodie with a little writing on it, and it wasn't until a couple of months later that it dawned on me that this little C right here is red. Didn't even pay much attention, didn't even realize. But I'm not perping anyone, don't have the intention to perp anyone, and I don't want any other TIs to be triggered. That's not my intention. But I've seen people in the TI community that they wear red shamelessly and nobody calls them a hypocrite or a perp. But it's more like on what your intent is. If you feel like wearing the color red for the day, then and you're just going on about normal life, then that's fine. But my problem is when you wear red with the intent to perp, and I know you're doing it, or even if I suspect that this is what you're trying to do, you know. But a lot of times they make themselves obvious. Um, you know, but I haven't even been like looking directly in the camera because my mind be wandering and deep in thought, and y'all be talking about, oh, why you don't look directly in the camera. A lot of times I don't even be realizing that but my mind being all over the doggone place. And some people might call that dissociation or whatever, but oh man. So like I'm trying to get help. Well, I have enough help until Thursday morning. It's the day after tomorrow. Um, so like I need help for like Thursday night all the way through Sunday night. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. And they raise the prices over the weekends usually, and it's like I'm ending up having like less choices of hotels I could stay in. So, and I try to keep the the price to be like under $100 and no deposit. That's my goal, to try to have hotel rooms or motel or whatever that will be under $100, but under $100, but no deposit, you know. But sometimes I've got caught and trapped, like earlier this month. So next week is the freaking court date, and Monday I get supposed to get the SSI check. I mean, no, I'm sorry, the Social Security check. I'm supposed to not get the SSI check this coming month. But so I'm only gonna get $2.25 tomorrow. Only $2.25 for the for somebody bought one of my ebooks. But like, when you practice the occult and evil, it's like no matter how shitty it is, through magic, black magic and witchcraft and whatever, um, you know, you'll through doing all that stuff. That's how your books and ebooks and regular books and music and artwork and stuff end up being like be more popular and successful. And there's really no money in truth. And the Bible says, buy the truth and sell it not. You know. So my legs are still hurting. So yeah, I need help with funds for food for Thursday night, like Thursday evening all the way through Sunday night / Monday morning. Help with food and hotel, and then Monday I'm supposed to get the Social Security check, and I'm supposed to get the Social Security check, and then like with the court, and the criminal charge, and then the body cam footage for the cops. I don't know how much I'm gonna have to pay with all that, or how much is gonna be left over, or if I will have to be forced to go back to jail next week. I'm really scared, and I hate being in suspense and having zero idea of what's gonna happen. Excuse me, but I heard that all public defenders in Gretna are, shady people. That they're all pretty horrible. So I guess it's no point in switching, but I never in my life heard of a lawyer that will side with the prosecution and not and determined to and hell bent on not fighting for you. But of course, if somebody is a perp, they ain't gonna fight for you, And as I said, the fake public defender guy, he threw up the satanic 666 hand sign with his left hand. So I'm gonna have to go through the cycle again with getting another outfit for court and stuff because of the incident that happened this month. You know, I'm not even gonna go into detail, but yeah, but I guess if I gotta get a burger and fries for $6, then that might be what I have to do for dinner, and just have no lunch today. And I don't know about the same thing for tomorrow, but after that, I would have to. I mean Thursday. I mean after tomorrow, I would have probably little to no money, but I'm trying to get extra help for a few days. And it's like y'all, like narcissistic control freak, fake TI perps. If y'all act like as if y'all know better than us regular and real targets how the program operates. So if you know that we're being sabotaged, how could you falsely accuse somebody of faking when it's y'all using projection? It's y'all. You know, if somebody's getting paid to pretend to be targeted, then what do they need to beg for help for? I mean, y'all thumbed me down and defended and agreed with the perps when I dealt with the harassment the other night, the night before last. Y'all sided with them. You saw the evidence of perp activity and perp colors, and if you claim to be targeted and see me being victimized by perp activity, and then you're still lying and saying that I'm playing crazy just for money, that I'm getting paid to play crazy. If I was getting paid, then I wouldn't need to have to ask for money and panhandle. But I do see some of y'all fake TI perps. I even saw Trisha begging before, after me dealing with her. And she probably was doing that to mock me. I saw her begging. I saw other fake TI perps begging too. It's like y'all got houses and cars. What the fuck y'all need to pretend that y'all suffering and pretend y'all begging and asking for help? I don't have a fucking car. I don't have a home. Shucks, I have to try to ration the little funds I have for freaking dinner today. Can't even get to eat lunch today. Y'all think y'all got the fake authority to control how many meals you think I should be eating and what I should eat and everything. You know, so y'all that controlling that you try to count how much funds you think I got. Try to count calories, how many calories you think I'm eating. But then and it be the perps and traffickers and the fake TI perps that work with them, you know, that try to slander me every opportunity to lie to people who have nothing to do with my situation, and they want to taint every person I come in contact with and ruin everything. You know, and there's so many people who ain't to be trusted, even in the TI community, that you claim to be targeted, and you have little to no videos, and if you do have any, like 1 or 2 videos, and none of them show any footage of yourself being gang stalked, and then I see you commenting on other people's videos using the devil horns emoji, or you brag about how witchy you can be, how much of a witch, how witchy you can be. And then you claim to be divine and chosen and everything. Those are the kind of people that I need to stay away from. But y'all tell people to stay away from me. Stay away from her. Don't talk to her. Don't help her. I never in the TI community told anyone, stay away from this person. Don't talk to this person. But, I can't trust to live with nobody. And then they have people who pretend to be victims of this just to bait and lure you in for this, to set you up for destruction and to be ruined. And then once they see you go down, they ignorantly laugh and think the shit is funny that they see you're suffering and going through hell that they set up. And then, like, when you speak against their abuse, they make it like as if you're wrong, you're a disgrace, and you're throwing them under the bus. And then, after they set it up and conspire to have you suffering and going through hell, they kick back and laugh and say that new age talk, ha ha ha, Candy's getting her karma. But why, if Trisha plays both sides, she ain't never been targeted, and she steals other people's content and poses as her shit. She's a freaking catfish. Everything about her, fake, fake, fake. So, I found it odd and strange that, she was eager to get me down there, and then every night she kept trying to get me to sleep in the same bed with her. And now she's falsely smear campaigning and lying on me, saying that I'm a closeted lesbian. I had zero attraction to her at all. Never even fantasized or anything about her. But I got the hell on out of there as quick as I could and was forced to have to leave a lot of my belongings behind. But she's like very dangerous, very dangerous person. People like her, I'm surprised, don't be locked up in prison and put away for life. But y'all want me in prison so bad. So I forgot to mention yesterday that the fake Aquarian Doris perp, I wonder how she found out everything I went through with Trisha, and she went and cussed Trisha out and called Trisha a fool, and you gave her $300 and you did this and did that. No, that $300 wasn't Trisha's money. It was her friend's money, her friend Kim. And it's like Trisha borrowed money from her friend to donate to me, and Trisha never donated any of her own money to me. And how the hell everything just happened so quick? Like, she approached me on YouTube and pretended to I never asked Trisha for any money ever. And I can't even say every doggone thing she did to me. But God protected me each and every time I went through this. Like, Trisha was like the third person I dealt with living with somebody, and then them trying to destroy me. Dealing with Lisa Ruby first, Janet, and now Trisha. I mean, and like they have people that see me going through my homeless struggles and prey on that and use that to try to exploit me and take advantage. And then Trisha, what she would do is play like she's the doggone hurt victim after we figure out her games and schemes and plots. And then, and then she pretends that, she was a good Samaritan or do-gooder. And so then she manipulated and lured me to her house, and like, how the hell she just moved, like magically moved in the day before she secretly, magically moved in the day before she got me down there. Oh, you just magically and suddenly got a doggone place. Suddenly got your own place and moved out from your friend Kim's house. And I didn't find out until I got down there that her and Kim were feuding. And Kim had Stockholm Syndrome towards Trisha and was blind and refused to see the light and the truth. Now, Kim was supposedly making $80,000 a year. Trisha had like a work from home job that she claimed she was making $30,000 a year. Now, Trisha was rubbing her hands together and had it in plan to sacrifice me for $100,000 a year position. With $30,000 a year, how come you didn't even help me yourself? You borrowed money from your friend. You could have helped me yourself, but you borrowed money from a friend, and then, like, her friend Kim was supposedly, claimed to be financially struggling and broke, and it's like, I don't even think they have luxury or nice ass cars or anything. Like, Trisha had a dirty, junky, like, her car she had a red car, it was wrecked and it was dirty. And Trisha could not even fucking drive. Like, Trisha was trying to sacrifice me in a fucking car accident. That didn't work, so she tried to, she tried to sacrifice me with using the mental health thing. Like, she took down, I don't think she took it down. She probably made the videos private. When she laughed and tried to make it like targeted individuals have mental illness. You're a perp if you say something like that. Talking about most TIs have mental illness. Well, how can you claim to be targeted and you wouldn't like for anybody to call you crazy? Shucks, people see through your lies and you can't stand it for people to see through, your lies, and you're not even speaking truth. You're not even trying to speak the truth and being discredited for speaking the truth. You're being called out, and it's like I had, like, after I became back homeless again, because look, like, I had like consistent support and help with that motel. People were pouring, not a whole lot, but people were keeping me just enough to be afloat in that motel in Pensacola for 8 months, 7 or 8 months, after I was workplace Bob off that temp service job. And then when Trisha lied on me to the TI community. She lied on me to the TI community, and a whole bunch of people believed her lies, and they turned against me. Even Nappy Head Roots. And I saw Nappy Head Roots guy try to hit on her and try to get fresh with her and stuff like that. And so many of the men are weak over and sexually wanted. They are weak over her and sexually want her with her fake illusion of looks. She don't look like that. I'm telling y'all. She puts on this fake wig and uses filters to make her skin color artificially look light skinned or mixed. And she actually has black lips. And y'all see, she got a gap in her teeth and black lips. And in 2022, her hair was like, her hair was shorter than mine. Her real hair was shorter than mine. But as I said, I just try to stay away from. I mean, I'm not even telling every dog, and I said I wasn't, and I ended up telling certain things, in this doggone video. But as I said, I'm too tired to be feuding and fighting with any doggone body. My body is freaking exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted, and I've got this doggone stressors with the court thing. But who the hell would be like, talk up? And she got 6 likes or 6 thumbs up for her fake comment telling Planet Pat, that the Lord showed her in a dream about my demise. And then she put a laughing emoji, like covering the emoji where you cover your mouth and laugh. Because she ignorantly laughs and think everything is fucking funny. Everything is funny to her. It's like she's a true definition of a double agent. A perp that just insert herself in the TI community just to cause, to wreak havoc. But then other fake TI perps that hide behind the Bible and Christianity and religion, they lie and say that I am the one who's a fake that sowed discord amongst the brethren and wreak havoc in the TI community. And the lies, false rumors, and smear campaigns, and me exposing because Trisha is one of the popular fakes. So like Monique tried to smear campaign and make it look like as if I'm really, really crazy. Uniquely made person, She was trying to lure me to her place in South Carolina and was trying to pull a Trisha on me. And they had this fake TI perp that was he was from LA but living in Wyoming, and had this 4-bedroom house, and he said he was living by himself. And it's like, well, I'm a single woman that I know I ain't the best Christian, but if I'm supposed to be living like a Christian, but all of us fall short, even though we ain't supposed to. But if you're a guy and you want me to live by you in Wyoming, and then you make it like, oh, well, I'll let you have the car and stuff. I'm like, well, that sounds too good to be true. I don't trust that. But Trisha lied on me and said that I drove her car. I never did drive her car. I only rode in her car one time. And that was the trip from Pensacola to here in New Orleans. In the next few days, I have not rode in or driven. I never a day in my life drove her car. But she lied on me and said that I was driving her car everywhere. Like, why would you lie and say shit like that? She lied on me and, oh man, she just told so many lies. I can't even. And so she's so jealous that I saw she left a lot of the videos that she took down. She's so jealous that she left some of the videos up about me. But the videos that she did about Joseph Roberts, she took those down. Just like when Monique had videos of a video feuding with G-Rock the Israelite shortly after she made a truce with him and took the video down. But she's so jealous of me, she kept that video up. Told me, I got time in that Candy Grand Prix. Well, how come nobody in the TI community saw that she was perping me in that video? Y'all all were blind. And they all sided with her. But Monique is abusive and narcissistic and more like a sociopath. Somebody said that Trisha is a straight up psychopath. And so Monique was trying to be my handler, but yet try to throw my focus off and try to say that Alex Dupree was my handler. But I heard that he was trying to be my handler. Just like the fake Darnell Williams perp and the fake Aquarian Doris perp are trying to be my handlers. They're not, but they're perps. But my twin sister delusionally believes that she is my fucking handler. And I mean, and Trisha making these younger than me, 8 years younger than me. I'm not sure when her birthday is, but I was 38 and she was 30. And she think that she can bully and order me around and tell me what to do. But she'll try to talk and act everything white. But then pretend to be hood and gangster and ghetto at her own convenience. You know, when she wants to try to bully, harass, and threaten me. All with me saying simply, she lived like walking distance from my high school. She lied on me and said, Candy, that's my address. And then she did a video threatening to serve me. But Trisha, you know, she tried to manipulate and she tried to hijack all the people perping me. She tried to hijack my perping experiences of me being victimized by the perps. She tried to hijack my experiences for herself. They were perping the fuck out of me, and so was she. And then she was pretending that she was pretending that she was the one going through this. She pretends that she's being hit with weapons, pretending that her house is being poisoned. Like, you just moved in there the day before. How you trying to make it like you being poisoned and gassed and your house being dusted, and like if they're putting dust or poison or nano in your house or whatever. And then she tried to tell me that, oh, they've been doing this for a long time. Like, wait a minute, didn't you just tell me you moved in the house yesterday? So you been living there, but then you trying to make it like you just moved? Like, what why you need to lie like that? She lied on me and said that I forced her to bring all of my belongings upstairs into her house, and that I refused to help her. And I'm like, I have OCD. I don't like my stuff being touched. She was eager and anxious to pretend that she wanted to fake help, and I'm like, no, don't worry about it. So then she tried to say, oh, I'm 2 months pregnant, and the doctor says I can only carry 20 pounds and this and that. Well, why are you anxious to carry my heavy belongings when I told you not to? She wanted to even carry my cases of water. I'm like, no. But she insisted and was eager and anxious, with a deceitful looking smile on her face. Like, she was more subtle. She was more subtle. Like, when texting and communicating with me, or talking with me on the phone. And then when she got down there, when she got over to Pensacola, it was a rainy day that day, rainy morning at least. And one of the first things she wanted to do when she came to my motel room, was she wanted to use the bathroom. And then she was eager and anxious to get my stuff for me. And I told her, I really don't like people touching my things, But she lied, manipulated, and twisted everything to manipulate for people to feel pity for her because she didn't want to be exposed as a witch and a perp and stuff like that. So her first activity, she strategically waited until after and I would put some of my own stuff in her car too, and I felt like her whole car was gross and dirty. It wasn't, and so that red car was a red flag. But it's like, and I've seen people in the TI community who claim to be targeted individuals, and they have a red car, or they might wear a red shirt. So I try to give her the benefit of the doubt. Now, if she would have had an obvious one headlighter or strange tail lights, I would have turned her away. And she would have made just a blank trip to Pensacola. Or me and her probably would have had to argue or something. So, or she probably would have manipulated and be like, why waste my such and such amount of gas to get all the way over here, and this is what you do to me? Like, well, motherfucker, you did it to yourself. But, she was so subtle and manipulative that I was blinded to her red flags. That red car should have been a dead giveaway. A red flag. The biggest red flag. And like a couple of days after me being at her house, she she switched her phone number. Right with me being at her house. It was like that Monday. She tried to get me to come live with her. And then like that first night, which was a Friday, they had a noise campaign in the neighborhood. And right after that noise camp, and I had like 3 days of being sleep deprived at her house. And I was sleep deprived nights before then, So, yeah, she's trying to hijack my targeting experiences for herself and pretend that she's being targeted. And then it's like nobody, and it was some more stuff to go on too. Like, I filmed the evidence of her taking my food and throwing it in the trash, and she was very disrespectful with my food and everything. Like, and she herself had like some filthy, disgusting habits. Like, I would wash all the dishes in the house, and then she would come and pour something dirty on top of dishes that I just washed like 5 minutes ago. She would take her dirty hands and just dig in the cereal box and just start eating the cereal. And doing some other just filthy and disgusting stuff. And one time she cooked me, it was that Saturday, the next day, and she cooked me some lunch or dinner or something. I don't remember what it was, but I was wondering, did she make this dish to be nasty as fuck on purpose? Like, it was so ridiculously nasty. But the next day, which was a Sunday, I try to practice cooking again, and I try to do a video of that was like more like an egg scramble. It wasn't an omelet, but I mistakenly called it an omelet. But it turned out to be flavorful and delicious, and I hadn't cooked in a long time. And Trisha, she lied to me and said she thought the food was good. And then she snuck behind my back and threw the food in the trash. And I confronted her about it, and she lied and said that she don't eat eggs. Like, well, you're the one who bought those eggs. And I asked you if I can use them. Like, we would, I guess, trade and share food and stuff in the house. And this event lasted like 5 days. But stuff was not adding up, and she was like, she had witchcraft related books in her house. She was burning black incense and just stuff wasn't, and I was having nightmares. Stuff just wasn't right. And people were warning me, multiple people, even other fake TI perps were warning me that Trisha was trying to sacrifice me for a come up. And why? It's like I'm the target for everybody to want to sacrifice. Even Lisa Ruby was trying to tell me that my biological family wanted me for a sacrifice. Just so she can throw me off guard to have me sacrifice for herself. But then there were multiple other people telling me that my biological family want me for a sacrifice, and that's why they treat me like shit. People even say the Kraft family members, even Lisa Ruby and other people were saying that the Kraft family members, you know, are in on my sacrifice too. And that fake foster family, that they're all in the fake IDMR call or whoever, in on the idea of me being sacrificed. So, like, if y'all playing with witchcraft and then pretending to be chosen and godly, and yet y'all lie and say that I am sowing discord amongst the brethren or causing division between God's holy people. When y'all spreading lies, false rumors, and smear campaigns. It ain't right. Excuse me. But I'm doing whatever I need to survive, trying to stay out of trouble. I didn't intentionally try to get into trouble. I'm just trying to survive the best way I know how. But yeah, like, I had basically, after I was like somewhat near the river. I was like right outside of the aquarium when, after I left Trisha's house and I came on this, on the other side of the river to downtown New Orleans, and then I had to wait around for some time to get on the Greyhound bus because I had to call an Uber. Why you get the app? No, not calling an Uber, but I reserved an Uber and got in the car, and she took me down. I forgot where I asked her to take me to, but when I did the videos exposing Trisha, I blocked her and all that, and I blocked Trisha on YouTube and stuff. And I blocked her, and then I did videos exposing, with the stuff she was doing to me. And then, I got told that I was the one who was fucked up and cold-blooded. They're like, oh, she opened her home to you and you just did her dirty. Y'all don't know the facts. And if you don't care about hearing the truth, then what you doing stalking and watching me then? They falsely and then a lot of the online stalkers illegally found my email address and was bullying, harassing, and threatening me through my email, and calling me the one pure evil. But people saying that, other people are now saying that Trisha is that she is a sex trafficker and groomer and handler, and that she's running her own cult. She's Haitian and practices Haitian voodoo and witchcraft or whatever, and she came to New Orleans from Massachusetts. She came to New Orleans for witchcraft purposes. But I'm surprised she ain't staying in downtown New Orleans or in the area where it's concentrated with all that voodoo and witchcraft. I'm surprised she's staying on the West Bank. But they got a lot of people in fake Gretna, where I grew up. I didn't realize I was raised around a bunch of fucking Freemasons. The fake Foster Mount Adrian Felder, I wouldn't be. I don't have any like concrete proof. Not any blatant proof, but I highly suspect that she was part of the Order of the Eastern Star. But I didn't realize. I mean, and I bet you that Foster sister Shelley's husband Brian, I feel like I almost promise y'all he's a damn Freemason. I feel like I just something in my heart and in my spirit is telling me Brian is a doggone Freemason. And the Foster family got Illuminati and Masonic connections. The last name is Collins. That Kraft family got Masonic connections, and I was told that I was vile and fucked up and disrespectful for exposing that. And then people say that my own family and last name is considered French royalty. And that's the reason why I'm targeted and scapegoated, and that the rest of the family is. Like, I heard rumors about my own biological family members practicing witchcraft and voodoo. Like the biological mom Frances, the biological sister Ramona, the biological brother Mark, and certain other family members have been heavily rumored to do voodoo. But they make false rumors using projection, lying, and saying that I do voodoo when I don't even know any voodoo rituals at all. And I don't even seek to practice any voodoo. You know? Or any kind of witchcraft. I cannot tell you one voodoo ritual that I know of, because I don't really know of any. I know as much about voodoo and witchcraft as I know about drugs. I don't know much of shit about drugs. I can't even tell you what crystal meth looks like or how it's made. All I just heard it's cooked and made in a lab or something. I don't know. But I don't know what color crystal meth is. I don't know what fentanyl look like. All I heard is I just heard that it's pronounced as blues. I'm sorry. The slang name for it is blues. So, and even in 2022, a couple of years ago, after dealing with Trisha. Trisha was making subliminal death threats and death references at me too. You know, the religious narcs, fake Christian narcissists, that are perps, they act like as if God is gonna punish you with death. But they play God and exercise their own actions of revenge. And then they will try to tell you, or they will use their fake flying monkey cult followers to execute revenge against you, and then to take you down, and then they will lie and say that this is karma, which is that karma talk is new age. Or they will try to make like this is you reaping what you sow. And like if you get into an argument with them, they'll swear up and down, oh, I don't think I'm God. But then when you get into an argument with them, and then they execute their revenge, and then they will say, well, you don't play around with God, or you don't play around with God's people. Like, how are you God's people and you throw up satanic hand signs, or you Masonic, and pretend you are against Freemasonry, but when I speak against it, you want to go to bat for and defend them and think I deserve to be punished with death for speaking against them. And I'm such a horrible person because I'm speaking against Freemasons. But you can speak against Freemasons and be in like controlled opposition, and you getting paid. But I mean, every day is a doggone struggle to survive. shucks, I mean, for me to have like $18 or something to try to stretch for the next couple of days and don't know if I would get help out of the bad weather, um, and exhausted and being on the streets is like being exhausted and being on the streets is taking a toll on me. You know, but well, I'm trying as best as I could to you know, do self care and try. I mean, trying to improve. I mean, they're making it hard and impossible for me to improve, but they're trying to force me to die. And they make up all kinds of false narratives, and they want to do evil and then pretend like they're righteous. But yeah, Trisha was fake nice, and then the very moment she succeeded at getting me in the car, like after everything was packed up, and right before she fraudulently and illegally drove off, she started to mock me and be like, "You smell that? You smell that? Something stinks." And then she started to make jokes talking about her coochie, asking me if I think her coochie smells a certain way. Um, like, and it's like, what do you mean? I'm not smelling anything. I'm like, it's like, that's weird for you to ask me that, like, within less than 30 minutes of meeting me, and after you, and then like I don't even, and then they try to make it like the online perps try to make it like as if Trisha was trying to subliminally say that she think that my coochie stinks. Now, well, I thought I had a shower the night before that or something like that. So, and I was in the hotel. I mean, I'm sorry, motel at that time. But after that, people, like, I didn't get help for a for after she lied on me. It took a few months for me to have different people to come in and start to help. But it was hard for me to get help for a long time after she lied on me, and everybody sided with her, and I didn't have anybody really in my corner. And she ignorantly laughed and think everything is fucking funny. I mean, I had attacks and flying monkey cult followers coming. Like, even that person, I don't remember what her name is now, but she professes to be targeted, but I don't think she's a real TI, because that motherfucker is living her best life calling herself camping for the climate. I never did her anything, and she was her and another person I don't remember teamed up with Trisha to freaking attack and gang up on me and bully me and stuff. And they can, and like the fake TI perps and regular perps kept trying to sabotage and censor everything of me saying, me trying to get the truth out. Like, they try to cancel and mute me. And I can't even say everything. And I didn't even want this entire video to be about what I went through with Trisha, But I mean, it's like if I haven't even talked about or mentioned or dealt with her in such a long time, and then I realized she's still saying stuff about me. But like, what that fake Planet Pat guy, I never really did him anything. What is he attacking me and wanting me dead for? And then he falsely pretends to be, godly and chosen, but you act like you delusionally believe you're a thug. But he might be one of the biggest cowards. Picking on a female and you a dude? You harassing a female and picking on a female that doesn't even know you and never really did you anything. What you want me dead for? So, my legs still hurt, especially the behind. They're making my nose itch. Behind the calf of my left leg, it hurts. But I got more stuff to ramble and rant on about. But I'm gonna get off here and go for now. What time is it? It's 11:59 in the morning. Let me see something though. Um, oh yeah, I forgot. The fake Darnell Williams perp came to harass me. Last night. Yeah, he came to harass me. I wouldn't be surprised if Trisha freaking linked up with him. And I'm like, well, that would be my final confirmation that you're a perp. But Trisha wasn't there to help. She was there to bait and trap to try to set me up. And God, with dealing with Lisa Ruby, Janet, and Trisha, all three of them, dealing with all three of them, God must have been protecting me, and I dodged. See, you hear that noise? God must have been protecting me, and I dodged. It's right when I try to say God must have been protecting me. You hear that? You heard that loud thump? I was trying to say God must have been protecting me, and I dodged a bullet all three times. So I'm going to get off here. Thanks for listening to me. I need any and all the help I can get. And I think I'm going to rest up for a little while. And I have it in strong motivation to work on my short stories today. But if not, then sometimes they will sabotage me through more harassment and abuse, or torture me with directed energy weapons so doggone bad that they force me to stop writing or stop typing. So yesterday they vibrated me in this room yesterday. They have a huge gnat up in here. They vibrated me so bad yesterday, And it's like, wow, it's the worst torture when you're deprived of sleep and they're trying to vibrate you, But next month, because of the court thing, might be a month where I might end up needing help. Despite getting my Social Security check, I might end up needing help all month. And I forgot what people say that they predict it's going to be an active and really bad hurricane season this year. And I was forced to have to be out on this because fake TI perps lied on me. I was forced to have to be out and suffer through on the streets. Damn. I was forced to suffer through Hurricane Ida on the streets. I was forced to suffer through Hurricane Ida on the streets. That was a scary moment, and folks didn't want to help. People didn't want to help me, but I got help for Hurricane Sally in 2020 when I was in Pensacola. But my twin sister, she donated me $10 and then demanded a refund. And like my own twin sister wouldn't care for me to freaking die. But I'm going to get off here right now. I'm going to see y'all later.